We have a very interesting topic today, this morning. Today's August 30th, 2023. A Misha Beirach in davening for a person, you don't know if the person's alive or not. Belakute Maharil. Psak she'ein levarech cholah b'makom she'ein cholah sham. Shema kvar meis ohabri. He says, you should not daven for a cholah unless the cholah is there. Because maybe the cholah already died, so you don't know whether the cholah is alive or not. So you can't daven, you'll be saying, I guess, Hashem's name in vain, if you were to daven and actually the cholah already died. Achanachlas Shiva, he argues al daita, v'savar she'ein lachush b'zeh. Ein lichshush b'zeh. He says, we're not concerned about this. Shemavur b'sugyan, because it's explained in our sugya. She'ein chayshishim al adam ela shema yamos. We're not chayshish on a person shema yamos. Ach ein chayshishim shema meis kvar. We're not concerned maybe the meis died already. He was manichem oso b'chazkaso she'ukiyim v'adayin lo meis. He remains in his chazaka that we assume he's still alive. V'af im hamadubar b'goses sherov goses in lemisa. Mikol makom efshar lebarcha o litzpalu lelav ve'ein chash isser b'zeh she'ein maskidim shem shemayim ve'esh shemevarchim also. We don't mention the shem shemayim when we say this mishaberach. Ve'ein chash isser b'zeh v'chei noeg nachlas shiva lemaisa. Ishto me'uveres, a pregnant woman, v'amar says yiratzon shetelit ishti. How about yiratzon shetelit ishto zacher? May she be pregnant with a male. This is a worthless tefillah. Oh, doime l'sham ibnei sheshama reizeg vaday tefillah shav. Mashe ein ken kana reizeg savik tefillah shav v'savik nefashos lahakel. Shema adayin chai. We're dealing with something sakana nefashos. Maybe he's still alive. Shema nocha la'atzila aidei tefillah, and maybe he'll be saved through the tefillah. So you don't know whether the person's alive or dead. So perhaps you would be allowed to continue davening. We're not allowed to say a tefillah shav. So if the person's dead, then the tefillah that you're making is a tefillah shav. But if the person is sick to the point where it's a sakanas nefashos, so then that type of a suffix doesn't potter you from tefillah. The tefillah would still be a good tefillah, and a person should die. The Nachla Shiva writes, it's impossible to contradict the fact that not every chayla is going to go back and be healthy. Bepam achas, all at once. Rak ma'at ma'at, it's going to happen little by little. V'alkein, therefore, yesh levarech lispal ala chayla. Therefore, a person should daven for the chayla, for the sick person. He should daven. V'af im toimar rov chaylim lechayim. Even if you say the majority of chaylim end up living, the ein tzarech lebracha. Mikol makom. Nevertheless, yesh lachshus lemiyot. We have to be concerned about the miyot who don't live, the small minority that don't live. Therefore, we have to daven for them. And because of the suffix, afal pishu suffix called even though there's a little bit of a suffix, nevarich oso shrenitan lechal Shabbos al suffix. We're still able to make this mishaberach because you're allowed to be mechal Shabbos on a suffix. Vimhu goises, v'rov goisesin lemisa. And if he's a goises, he's on his deathbed and like transitioning almost, and the majority of those cases end up dying, mikol makom, nevertheless, hamiyot portion l'chaim. There's a small minority that end up living. V'shema ayidei tefillah, and maybe through this tefillah, yezeh min hamiyot, he's going to be from the miyot, ha-portion l'chaim, who end up living. V'savik nefashos lahakel, v'lama lo nevarech oso. So it sounds like, according to him, in all cases, a person would be allowed to daven for a chayla. Od Koster, furthermore, he writes, Yuchal yispal b'lashon t'nai. He says a person could daven in a lashon of a condition. He makes a condition. Kigon. He says something like this: Ribono shel olam, im chayla ploni b'makom ploni adayin chai. Yehi ratzon sheyisrape. If this cholah, cholah Ploni, who lives in Ploni, if he's still living, may it be your will that he be healed. Yehi ratzon sheyisrape. V'koch, and in this way, lo yehi bezech shash tefillah. In this way, he's not going to end up making a worthless tefillah. U'kmo harbe tefillos, and like many tefillos, sheniskenu b'lashon safek, which Chazal were mesakein in a lashon of a safek, kmo shekasvu chachmei ha'emes b'sfarim, like the emes dige chachamim write in their sfarim.